Hello friends, it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I haven't been very well lately, nothing serious, just a bit of a cold, but I did lose my voice, so it has been impossible to make any videos. But I am back now, and I hope that my voice doesn't sound too bad. On this day I just really fancied having a cosy cooking day in the kitchen, so I did lots of different things, and the first thing I am starting off with here is just making some bread. I spoke in my last video about how I do kind of struggle a bit in these darker, colder months. I tend to get a little bit of depression, and that is definitely true for this year, sadly. So I am taking things slowly and just doing some things that we enjoy as a family and not trying to rush around and go out to lots of different places. And without a doubt, one of the things that cheers me up a little bit and gives me pleasure is cooking for my family and cooking with my family. And I will always treasure these days of baking in the kitchen with my small children. There's nothing in the world like it. And you know, it really doesn't matter what we're cooking. My children enjoy cooking with me anyway. It can be like this simple bread here, or just our usual dinner that we have. They just enjoy being able to help me. Now, something that I've been wanting to do for a while is kind of perfect my recipe for making sourdough crackers. I have made them before, but there were just some little tweaks that I wanted to make. So here I'm just experimenting and trying a different ratio of ingredients, and I made these a rosemary and sea salt flavoured cracker, and I just thought it would be good to have some sourdough crackers to go with our cheeses for Christmas this year. So now, after experimenting a few times, I know exactly how I like to make these sourdough crackers, and I'm intending to make a lot of them for Christmas time, but I do need to get some sort of an airtight storage container that's big enough to store quite a lot in, because they can last for weeks. So yeah, I just need something to actually store them in. And then I'll be adding some different flavours. I'm thinking I will make some ones with parmesan in, some black pepper ones, some garlicky ones, and maybe some with some olives in. I'm not sure if I can manage that, we'll see. I don't think there's truly anything that is as good as the smell of fresh herbs cut from your garden or your windowsill. And this rosemary just smells so lovely. And I also just love the smell of sage and thyme and, well, so many different herbs. But yeah, this rosemary is so good. It's making me think of summer and how much I need summer again. And I'm just really glad that we are almost just a couple of days away from having our days go back to being longer again. We've almost hit that point where the days are going to start getting longer, and that makes me feel good. So I'm just putting the sourdough cracker mixture between 2 sheets of parchment paper, and then I am trying to roll it as thinly as possible. And yeah, it takes quite a while, but it's worth it to get it as thin as you can. Firstly, I bake the sourdough crackers with the parchment paper on top as well because it's impossible to peel off. So I bake it in there for about 10 minutes, and then after that I score it roughly to mark out where I'm going to separate the crackers, and then I bake it again for another 5 minutes, I think it was. Now, even though I only have a tiny channel, I get people wanting to send me things all the time to review on my channel, and 99% of the time I say no thank you, because it's just not something I'm interested in, or it doesn't, it just doesn't look particularly good. However, on this occasion I was asked if I would like to be reviewing this coffee machine from Amzchef, and I thought, actually, why not? I haven't got a coffee machine, I've never had a coffee machine before. I usually use a cafetiere or a French press. So what I decided to do today was try making a few different drinks that I don't normally make with my cafetiere. So first of all, I started off with a iced coffee using double espresso, and it was absolutely wonderful. I loved it. It has some milk in and lots of double cream, but I didn't add any sweetness to it because I don't like sweet coffee. Next, I thought, what drink could I make for the children with this, because obviously they're not going to be drinking coffee. So I thought, I wonder if I can make a hot chocolate with it. So what I did was I just added a little bit of honey to the mug, a teaspoon of cocoa powder, put the milk in, and then I used the steam nozzle to heat up the milk and froth it up, and it actually came out perfectly. impressed with the way this hot chocolate turned out, and there was a lot less washing up involved than usual, because usually we'd have to get the saucepan out to heat up the milk. But I know you can get instant hot chocolates, but we do not like the instant ones. We like the traditional hot chocolate made with proper milk. So yeah, this was really good for less washing up. And I know here I tipped it from one mug to the other because I wanted to put it in a more presentable mug, but obviously I didn't need to do that. Right, so today I'm going to try one last drink that I wouldn't normally make without this machine, and I'm going to try making a matcha latte sweetened with a little bit of honey. And I'm doing it the exact same way that I did with the hot chocolate, by just heating it up with the steam nozzle. And again, it turned out perfectly, really, really lovely. So quick, and other than the mug that I was drinking out of, there was no other washing up involved. And since having this new Amzchef coffee machine, I have made plenty of espressos, cappuccinos, lattes, etc., and they all come out really beautifully, and I am very impressed with this machine. It's a very affordable coffee machine, and I do have a 30% off discount code in the description box below if you're interested. And it's a small compact machine, which is what we need for our little kitchen, so it fits in perfectly. And there aren't an overwhelming amount of options on it. It's very simple to use, so yeah, we love it. And here is how my matcha latte turned out, and it was amazing, perfect, and definitely going to be making some of those again. So here are the sourdough crackers that I made, and the cooler they got, the more crispy they got, and they ended up being really perfect, and they tasted great with that rosemary in as well. And this is the storage container that I'm putting them in. It's the only airtight one that I've got at the moment, so like I said, I need to get a bigger one at some point. But I was very happy with how these turned out. And now it's time to make the children some lunch, and today I'm doing them baked potatoes, and here I'm making a filling to go in them. I've got some chives and I'm mixing that with some yogurt, and I'm also putting in some slices of spicy chorizo. And I'm also adding in a little bit of Emmental cheese and then topping it with more cheese. And then I just pop them back in the oven and re-bake them for a little bit so everything is nice and crispy. It's safe to say the children loved these for lunch. What are your favourite fillings for baked potatoes? Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.